I want you to think for a second about Bill Belichick and Rex Ryan. Bill Belichick and Rex Ryan, like Tony Robbins and Anthony Weiner, have a lot in common. Both are passionate, experienced, both from football families, both knowledgeable, both driven. Belichick is disciplined. Rex Ryan's not disciplined. New England doesn't fall in love with players. They fall in like with them. New England doesn't make guarantees. Their mantra is do your job. Belichick, no emotion on the sidelines. Let's go to Rex Ryan. Foot fetish. Got a tattoo of Mark Sanchez on his wife's shoulder. Wears a helmet to a press conference. Screaming, yelling, a maniac on the sidelines. Super Bowl guarantees. Absurdly, overly emotional for a head coach in professional football in America. He's like a high school coach on the sidelines. And as I'm watching this whole thing, I'm thinking about discipline. Why do I like Belichick and Rex Ryan? It's not just the winning. One guy is Anthony Weiner. And I'm watching Anthony Weiner last night, and I'm like, dude, you're probably significantly smarter than me. You're a mess. Grow up. You had successful parents. Tony Robbins didn't have successful parents. It was utter chaos. But he's created this organizational strength, and he lives through this organizational strength. It's not a Democrat or Republican thing. It's not. It's either you're buttoned up and have your crap together, or you don't. And Anthony Weiner had super successful parents, very successful family, probably got whatever he wanted, can't control himself, completely impulsive. And I thought yesterday was an interesting thing. I'm a big fan of Jim Harbaugh. I think Jim Harbaugh is a really good football coach. What I worry about Harbaugh, does he have discipline? Now, here's a prime example yesterday. Bill Belichick was asked about Colin Kaepernick. Bill Belichick was asked about Colin Kaepernick. You know that he has an opinion on Colin Kaepernick. You know he does, but here's Bill Belichick's response, discipline.
What was your opinion of Colin Kaepernick's decision not to stand for the national anthem, to make a political statement?
Yeah, we're really focused on what we do, getting ready for the Giants, improving our football team. We're not here to talk about political commentary, ideology, and all that.
He's got an opinion, but he's disciplined enough to not take the bait. Jim Harbaugh, who I love, was asked about Kaepernick.
As someone who knows Colin Kaepernick, what do you think about his stance to sit during the anthem, and even if it cost him his job with the 49ers?
I acknowledge his right to do that, but I don't respect the motivation or the action.
Came out an hour later and apologized because he didn't word it correctly. Why not just say, good luck to him? Like, it's amazing how often I see this. And it's a big, I admit, it's a big turn on for me. It's like, just because you asked a question doesn't mean you have to answer. Just because there's food in front of you, you don't have to eat it. Just because there's an opportunity to flirt, you don't have to. It's like, we all just want to do what we want to do and live the way we want to live. How come nobody ever says, yeah, you ever seen somebody, an old high school classmate, somebody you went to college with, and you run into them and they're like 55 and they just look fantastic? That you know what that is? Like, it's discipline. They got up, they worked out, they cared, they made themselves. You ever listen to radio and the 60-year-old guy calls and he's grumpy and he's angry? He's got no discipline. He sits around and watches political TV all day, and it gets him all wound up in his head. And then he calls a radio station. He's on hold for 45 minutes. His day is corrosive all day long. So I'm here to celebrate Saban, and I'm here to celebrate Belichick, and I'm here to celebrate Tony Robbins. I just like the fact that they can stay buttoned up, stay regimented. I don't think it means you're boring.